Today on the Topping Show, Bud Light UFC boycott begins. Elon Musk asks his new AI how to make cocaine goes viral. Vivek critiquing the mainstream media goes viral as well. DeSantis tweets that he can catch up to Trump, but Ron DeSantis began his campaign polling at 34.6% and is now polling at 13.6%. Elon Musk announces Starlink has finally achieved break-even cash flow. Burger King Q3 results are in, and nobody wants their fake meat. Elon Musk launches his XAI venture to combat ChatGPT, and Tyson to recall 30,000 pounds of dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. All of that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of November, so if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Elon Musk announcing that Starlink has finally achieved their break-even cash flow. And this is thanks to an article report over on Reuters. And it looks like they started actually back in 2019. They started a gross network of the low Earth orbit to roughly 5,000 satellites. And a lot of people say they're the OG, as the youth might say. But they quickly became one of the most popular options for the technology. And it quickly became the biggest market driver, bar none. Now, controversially enough, he actually reached break-even cash flow even as Elon Musk graciously gave a bunch of free services to the Ukrainian government, as he was able to give them Starlink and services for free, which was ridiculous. He probably could have gotten, he was estimating he was losing $100 million for that act of charity, where perhaps it's a tax deduction, but he could have just sold it to the DOD, and the US government would have given him a check for that. So it's very, they might call it altruistic. Now, interestingly enough, they said that Starlink has posted more than a six-fold surge in revenue last year to $1.4 billion, but they fell short of targets set by Musk. This is according to Elon Musk and Wall Street Journal interview, or rather a report from the Wall Street Journal. And they say that SpaceX is now valued to be about $150 billion and is one of the most valuable private companies in the world, which, again, it's going to be fascinating to see when they IPO because everyone's going to want a piece of that. And, of course, Starlink is part of SpaceX, SpaceX being perhaps the most successful venture for space in a private company in history. The closest that ever came to it was Beal Aerospace, spelled B-E-A-L, headquartered out of Plano, Texas. Interestingly enough, they're still around, but Andy Beal, the founder, he also founded a bank company, and, of course, financing is traditionally much more stable and less risky than aerospace. So after a certain amount of investment in the aerospace venture, they just couldn't get past that hump, so to say. So that company ceased operations. So, I mean, SpaceX is pretty much the first economically viable option. And of course, Amazon is trying, I believe it's called Space Blue or Blue Jet or something uninspiring, unfortunately. But there are a couple of competitors coming now, but Elon Musk was for sure bleeding edge, so to say. Thank you everyone for taking time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of November. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to give me feedback specifically and how I can help improve the show. Thanks to everyone clicking the subscribe button. The stuttering perhaps is getting a little bit better. Again, I'm no Mayo Clinic scientist, but every time you click the button for subscribe, I think it makes the stutter go away just a little bit more. And in time, perhaps we'll see that theory come to fruition. But again, thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.